I always enjoy talking to elected officials and state legislative leaders because we can talk, I watch politics, I love politics, but they're the folks that are actually doing it and that are, standing for election, having to run, having to make public policy. So I love talking to these folks. Clearly, there were a lot of voters were just absolutely in love with President Obama back in 2008, and this time it's more. Do we want to renew his contract for another 4 years? Yes or no? And so love isn't quite so important, and the dynamics aren't quite the same. I mean, that it's not so much about hope and change in the future and making history. It's about has he done well enough to deserve reelection? Would he do better, well or better, in the next 4 years if he's reelected? Do we need to change horses? Is there a downside to changing horses in midstream? I mean, there are all kinds of sort of competing dynamics that are going on, and voters feel cross pressure. President Obama and President Bill Clinton had just such totally different personality types that Bill Clinton loved affection and sought affection and approval and was kind of like a dog. I mean, craving affection and attention. And that President Obama was sort of more temperamentally like a cat, kind of cooler, a little more aloof, and not needing particularly affection or approval, and that while I guess a psychiatrist or psychologist might say that Obama was emotionally healthier because he wasn't a needy person, but at the same time, I think he is coming across as a little more cooler and aloof than he did 4 years ago, and you could kind of see from the personality type why Bill Clinton was as successful as he was, and managed to get reelected despite the fact that he'd been a pretty polarizing figure as well.